What is up, everyone? It's been a wild week, honestly. It's been a wild week. It really has been. It feels like the week feels like it lasted 2 weeks. What with all the headlines, like in professional wrestling, we got CM Punk confirming that he's quite possibly one of wrestling's biggest heels, after getting into a fight with the Elite, which is Omega and the Young Bucks, and that's really not issue. That's really something I don't care about because Punk has always been controversial, and I mean, like the same fans that are like hating Punk right now are the same ones that hated the Young Bucks for just existing not too long ago. So it's like guys, pick a side, whatever. Uh, then you have the Queen's passing, which I find it really weird because like all up and down my timeline and all up and down my wall, it has been nothing but well, there's so many people said that that she died, but she did all this and that and the X and O and the third, and I'm just like literally I'm looking at all of, like my wall and my timeline have both just been nothing but she's dead, ha 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 memes, and I'm like, who said that she's dead? I don't. It's like maybe it's because like most of my friends are black or are like like left leaning or whatever. So it's like maybe I'm just not seeing it, but I'm starting to feel like it doesn't exist and people are just sort of like making up situations in their heads to feel even better about talking smack about him because I think what happens is that most people aren't happy unless they think that they're hurting somebody else. So rather than them being happy that the queen is dead, instead they're saying we're happy that we're hurting your feelings because you're sad that the queen is dead and I'm mocking you for it. But it's like, who's the you in that situation? Where are they? I mean, they might exist, but I haven't seen them. As far as my thoughts about it, I'm not British, so I don't care. Um, I'm also not Irish or I'm African American, but I'm not second generation African or anything like that. So I can't really. I feel like I feel like if I were to celebrate her death, like how other countries are doing it, that would kind of be me trying to make it about myself, which I don't want to do. So she's dead. Okay, I mean she's old. That's just my take on it. She was old. I mean, wow, what, 95, 96? I'm honestly surprised she stayed around for this long. But for some strange reason, old rich people seem to somehow live for a ridiculously long amount of time. Like, I looked up, like, the way people talk about Warren Buffett, it sounds like he was around since, like 1,000 years ago. And it's like, no, he's just an old rich dude. Like, he's always been rich, but now he's old. And it's like maybe he has lived for 1,000 years. We don't know. Rich people have really weird health plan thanks to America coddling rich people. That I do not like. I do not like the rich. So I will always take a pot shot at them whenever I can. Like, how would you have that much money and you choose to look the way that you do? Like, Donald Trump has all that money and he has all that time. And he chooses to look like that. It's just like, it's like I hate to give advice to somebody I dislike, but dude, get a treadmill, you know, or don't, whatever. Not my business. I don't care. I don't like that guy. What else is there? But yeah, like it just feels like it's been kind of like a crazy roller coaster of stuff that's been going on that I want to cover, but I really don't care to cover because some of it is just like out like it's not even that it's none of my business. It's just like it's really none of my concern. The big thing that I'm looking forward to right now, though, is the upcoming voting season, which I'm hoping is just like I hope that there's like this some kind of like big political revolution because of the fact that like now, as I've said before multiple times, the Republicans have exposed themselves as the bad guys. So it just seems like take them out, you know. What else is there? I should not have wore this shirt. I should have wore a better shirt, but I really wanted to extend my arms and what else? What else? I called in. I was really sick the other day. I didn't feel good at all. I was. just not feeling it. So I called in sick for work, and I'm a little upset about that because I rarely ever call in sick. I don't really like doing that, and the fact that I did, it was just kind of like, it just felt like, one, I was denying myself money because I don't think they're gonna like count that as a sick day. But like another thing too is that, like, I normally rarely ever call in sick for my job because like my days are set. So it's like, I have the days that I want off. So to know that I wasn't feeling good the other day and I'm like, I'm too weak to work. I'm a little angry at my body for that, but also I guess I kind of needed it because the day before I was just ransacked, man. Like, it was just me by myself as usual, but like it was me by myself. Nobody else showed up to help me out, so I basically had to work my entire shift on my own. And I think because I was touching the chemicals with my bare hands, I normally wear gloves. Uh, and I felt I felt something. I felt my sinuses acting up. I had a headache and I couldn't, and I had a hard time breathing. I was getting ready to cough a lot, and I was trying to hold back a cough because if you cough nowadays, it's like, is it the cold or is it the other thing? Because we're still in a pandemic. I know it's easy. It's easy. Like, I remember somebody on Twitter saying something like, oh, you're gonna. It's like we won't actually overcome the pandemic. We'll just normalize it. You know what I mean? And now it's normalized. COVID is now the new cancer. So what else? So it's like, I mean, we're still in a pandemic. We're still, like, people are still getting sick. Granted, smarter people are getting vaccinated and things like that, but it's like, we're still getting sick. We're still losing money, which I find that to be, like, really weird. Another thing I wanted to bring up, though, I wanted to bring it up in my last video, but the PPP loan forgiveness thing, where the White House was going ham on rich people on Twitter, basically saying, "Hey, you got forgiven for X and O amount of money." You know what I'm saying? I wanted to talk about that the other day, and I don't think I did, but I might. It's kind of funny that, it's like the narrative is poor people are lazy. Poor people, the reason why they're poor is because they don't do things with their money. They don't, like, they have the audacity to buy cell phones and food. You know what I'm saying? When they should be, like, investing their money into, like, $1 billion corporations that's going to give them, like, pennies on a dollar on a monthly basis. But if you keep giving us all your money, in 20 years you'll be a billionaire. It's like, dude, we need money today to pay bills. Like, what are you talking about? I ain't got 20 years, my guy. But yeah. But it's like, how dare you get, $10,000 forgiven on your thing? I didn't get any money forgiven. It's like, yes, you did. I would love for my roommate to just bust in the door right now and just be like, "What?" Because that was a talking point for him for, like, the I want to say within a few days that it happened. It was hilarious, man. It's funny. What else is there? Um, I think that there's a convention coming up, and I want to be a part of that so bad. I want to go because I like going to anime conventions. I actually like going to conventions in general because it's my little taste of unrealism outside of like real life, because real life is terrible. But at least I go to a convention, I could just be in the room, take a nap whenever I want to, go play some video games, interact with some cosplayers, talk to some friends, just embrace my inner entertainment nerdishness, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to go, but I hope that I can, because I got faith that I might be able to go, but I'm also used to bad things happening to me. Also, while I'm doing this video, I want to just take this time to apologize to my friend Jasmine, because I did like a dumb thing earlier. Like, she was on live, and she was on live on her business page, and she was promoting something that she was doing for the children, because she loved, like, the whole thing about what she's doing is that, like, she wants to, like, promote stuff to kind of like make little workshops for kids, just something for them to do to pass the time. I think is a lot of them is just like creativity based, and she was on her live, and I made the mistake of asking, "So, do you want children?" And like looking back now, it's probably not the smartest thing to ask, but she gave me an earful for it, and I feel bad about it because it's like I wasn't trying to, I wasn't trying to be like crass or rude or anything. It's not like I was saying, "Hey, does that baby shooter work?" I wasn't doing that. It was just, wow, like, but in my brain, it felt like it was pertaining to the subject because she was doing something for kids, and in my brain, it's like, oh, maybe somewhere down the line she might want some, like, and yeah, but yeah, like now I realize not a good question to ask because it's a little too personal, and it was her business page, not a social page, and things like that. So yeah, my bad. But if you do have like like a daughter or something, I definitely recommend following this thing. Is this page is called Primp Life. Is on like Instagram. Primp as in PRIMP, like primping. I think is it probably uses a verb. I don't know, but yeah, it's like from 6 to 14. I wanted to take that time to just sort of like give her props because she's really doing stuff. She's really doing good things for young black girls, and I commemorate that because black girls and black women in general, they kind of just they need love. They need more love, in my opinion. So there's that. What else is there? What else is there? I had nothing. I had nothing, and I managed to take absolutely nothing and turn it into 11 minutes. So I guess I'm getting good at this talking thing, or I just like talking. I don't know. But that's it for now. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off here. That's it. Love, peace, and happiness to everyone out there, and be good to each other. Mean people literally rule society now. Being mean and being a jerk is just something that people just do. Like kind of, it's like passive. It's like a passive ability for them. So be supernatural. Be nice. I mean, you don't have to be nice, but at least be kind. Be respectful. Treat everything with respect. I mean, there's really no reason to not do this. I mean, it's like at this point right now, doing this will probably just be edgy if you think about it. Because, everybody's a jerk nowadays. Imagine how different you'd be if you were nice to everyone. All right, that's it. Love, peace, and happiness. Y'all be good out there. 12 minutes. My